day, dear follower of geometric programs. I welcome you to this edition of our tutorial. In this class, I want to show you how to achieve this kind of gable end in your architectural models. The reason I want to do this video tutorial is because a student sent me a request demanding for how to achieve this kind of gable end. He saw it in one of my projects and decided to know how to achieve it. And as a result of that, I decided to embark on this tutorial to help other students that are having this kind of challenge resolve it. Now, I have another drawing here that I'm going to use to show you how to achieve this kind of gable. I'll be using this as my tutorial material. I'm using this. So, I want to show you the steps to take to achieve it. Now, there are two steps. There are two methods. One method is what I'll be showing you. And after that, I will show you the second method of achieving gable, this kind of gable design. There are two methods. Alright, let's try the first method. First, I'll have to go back to my 2D floor plan. As you can see now, then pick a polyline. Then highlight the polyline. Do general offset. Offset all the edges. Let's say 450. That is that. Now, see this spot, layer setting. Open it. Create a layer. Call it hide material. Then click OK. That hide material, now you come at this spot and make it invisible. Close the eyes. You see this spot? Tap it. And click OK. Now that's done. Then take this. Use your pick parameter. Pick this particular roof here. You know, this is manual roof. Draw a line at this place. Use this direction as your point of arrow where the roof will be flowing rain. Then pin at this point. Then you will copy this roof. You use Shift Ctrl M. Shift Ctrl M key on your keyboard to copy it the other way. And see it has appeared the other way. Let's take it in 3D and see what it looks like. This is what it looks like in 3D. This is what it looks like in 3D. Then go back to your 2D floor plan. Then you see this section. The essence of this section line is for you to see the offset this roof that you do have on the wall. Let's open this section. You see the offset. Look at the extra roof you have. Look at the offset, the gap you have on the wall. I think the gap is much. Anyway, it depends on whatever offset you want it to be. Okay, let me use polyline again and pick from this spot up to here. And now here. Then select the polyline. Decide the offset you want. Maybe I want an offset of 100. You type your 100. You see guys stop. Beautiful. Then draw this roof down to that position. Move it down. Good. Then go back to your 3D. Now this is what our 3D looks like. Then free your cursor. Then look at what you do. You are going to do trim to the roof. Trim to the roof. First, highlight this roof, this single roof. Highlight this one as well. Then highlight this particular wall. You see this here. We have 3 elements to the roof. Click on it. It will come out. Make sure this is checked on. Click on trim. It has trimmed that roof. Repeat the same thing on this by selecting this roof and this other roof. Then select this wall. Then click on trim elements. Then click on trim. It will trim the roof. You have achieved the gable end. Then, what do you do to remove this roof? You click on this roof, select on this. Now look at this spot. Change the layer to hide material. Click on it. The roof disappears. Now you have a free gable end. Now, if you want to cap it, to cap it, what do you use to cap it? You make use of beam material. Let's go down. Let's go to our floor plan. Now we're back on our floor plan. Look at this, your beam here. Click on beam. Click on beam. Come down to beam here. and do settings for the beam. Before you do that setting, now this wall is 225 thickness. So if you check in our previous model here, you see that this cap here has offset from the wall, an offset of 50 mm here, this way. Let me free so that you can see it. Measure it, I think from here to here you can see 50 mm distance. The same thing with here. This part to this part is also 50 mm distance. So you add these two offsets together to the thickness of the wall to know the width of the beam you are going to use there. So you have 50 mm, 50 mm, that is 100 mm, added to the thickness of the wall, which is 225 mm, that gives you 325 mm. So let's go back to our wall here now. Then select our beam. Now change it to 325, it's already in 325. Then click OK. Let's check the angle of the roof of this building. The angle with which we drew that building, you can see the angle, 30 degrees. Okay. So in that case, you are going to change the angle of this. You are not going to select this, you select this. Select this incline. So the beam is going to be inclined at an angle of 30 degrees. Beautiful. Click OK. Then pin at this spot and draw it halfway off the distance. Stop here. Pin at this spot as well. Draw it halfway. Stop. Then go back to your section and see, open this section and see what it looks like in section. See what you drew, what it looks like in section. See what it looks like in section. So you bring it down, you drag this down. Beautiful. Then open your 3D and see what it looks like in 3D. You see what it looks like in 3D here. You see that. Now you can now copy. You can now copy this and this, then move it to the next wall here. So then go back to your 3D again. Now you see you have achieved a Gable end. This is method 1. This is method 1. Now I am going to dismantle what I did now and try the second method. First, I'm going to delete everything I did here. Then I'm going to open this layer, that particular layer that I created. Look at that layer, I will open the eyes, so that this roof comes back like it, and do what, and delete it. The moment I delete it, this roof comes back to its position. So the second method is known as method of solid element operation. Take note, method of solid element operation. That is what I want to show you now. Move your floor plan. We are back to our floor plan range. Then we are going to make use of section, our section. You highlight this section. After highlighting this section, open it. The section has just opened. Now, previously, I used a polyline to define the limit of offset I want from the roof level here to the cap level. So now, make use of your morph. This is morph. That is why I say solid element operation method. Click at this spot. Take it up to this level. And bring it down to this level. Take it up above this wall. Can you see the morph? The essence of doing this is I want to use this morph and cut off the wall above. That is why I said, that is why I call it method of solid element operation. Let's go to our 3D. Open your 3D. You can see what we just drew now. Can you see it? Now, we're going to extrude this morph. We're going to extrude this morph to a thickness that is above the size, the thickness of this wall. Let me say 300. Change, select this. No. Select this. 2. Move it, let's say 300. Then change the material for the morph. Make sure it is the same material with this wall. Okay, let's go back to our floor plan again. Look at the morph here. Can you see it? Look at it here. Now drag a copy of it. And make sure it is in the middle. Can you see? Middle of this wall. Position it in the middle of this wall. Then drag this remaining one as well. Pick it from the middle here. And then drop it in the center of this. Now go back to your 3D and see what it looks like. You can build this. Now, how the solid element operation method works, that is what I want to show you. You see? Now look at how it works here. Click on this solid element operation. Can you see it? There are various ways you can select it from your tab. Assuming you don't have your drawing board ribbons and tablets arranged like this, you can go to this port. You can go to design. From this your design, you can see solid element operation. Click on it, it will appear. Now this, I'm using version 2018 of Archicad to do this tutorial. So you click at this port, it will appear here. Now, this material that you're going to eliminate will become the operator. We call it get operators element. Which material becomes the operator element? Which material becomes the target element? That is what I want to show you. The wall that you're going to trim is the target element. While this morph that you're going to use to trim the wall is your operators element. So you highlight this, then click on this. You see this one will appear because what you selected is just single material. That is why one will appear. So you have selected your operators element, which is this. Now, deselect this by clicking in the free space. You have deselected it. Then click on this wall that you want to trim and click on get target element to select because it's only single wall here to select it. Then having done that, you look at what we have here. We have subtraction. If you click on this arrow downward here, we have subtraction with upward exclusion. Subtraction with downward exclusion, intersection, addition. Now what we want to do is subtraction. We want to subtract this particular morph from this wall so that we'll have gable end, the triangular end left. So you select this subtraction and click on execute. You observe something here. This green area has just appeared here, showing that you have trimmed it, but this wall will still be standing. That's done. Repeat the same thing on this side by highlighting this wall. When you highlight this wall, you click on get operators element. Click on it, one will appear. Deselect it and select this gable, this wall end as well, and click on get target element. One will also appear. Then you are repeating the same process. You click on, make sure it's in subtraction. Click on execute. This will appear. Then deselect and free, it will stop. Then highlight this morph, change their layer. Change the layer to hide material. Click on it. You have hidden them, but they will still be showing. Now, you go to this spot here. Layer setting, click on it, it will appear. Then search for that hide material. You ever see? Look at it here, hide material. Click on this eyes, close this eyes. The moment you close this eyes, that morph will disappear. You see, it has disappeared. So you will now have gable end standing. Then you can now go back and repeat the same process of using beam to cap it. Use beam to cap it. Now, let's go back and repeat the same process of using beam to cap it. Go back to the floor plan. Then go back to our beam. Already our beam is set. Already the size of our beam is already set for that purpose. So you pick your beam again. If you check the settings, you can see it is 325 width. The angle is 30 degrees because that's the angle of the trimming that we did to the wall. Click OK. Start from this spot. Pick it and stop here, halfway. And start from here as well. Pick it and stop halfway. Then go to your section, open this section. And check it if it is properly positioned. Open section. You can now move it. Drag it down. That's okay. Then go back to the floor plan again. Drag a copy of it and move it to the other wall. Ctrl T, Shift Ctrl T for dragging a copy. Move it here. Now open your 3D again. You can see it has appeared. This is the second method of capping it. Now there is something I want you to understand. If you do this kind of tapping with Beam, and finally you want to export this project to a Beam server center. Once you export it to Beam server center, this end of the Gable will not appear sharp like this. What will happen is that part of this will project a little bit above, and part of this one will also project a little bit above. Why? Because we make use of Beam. Now I want to show you another method of capping it without using Beam. You can use what we call morph. You can use morph to cap it. So I'm going to delete these Beam caps and then use morph to cap this Gable end. So let's delete the Beam. I'm sure you have seen how to use Beam to cap it. Let me delete it. Now go back to cap it. Use your section. Use your section. You open the section. Go to your floor plan. Then open this section. Open. The section will open. Beautiful. Now, if you don't have this line already drawn, you draw it. But because I've already drawn it, there is no need drawing it again. I'll click on this line, Shift Ctrl D, drag a copy of it, and drop it back in the original position. Then do offset of all edges. The thickness of the cap that I want to create, I will now show it with let's say 150 cap, 150 mm cap. You see that? Then I'll use my morph. Click on morph. Then pick at this spot, this way. Take it up here. Bring it here. Come down here. And stop. Beautiful. Then go to my 3D and see what it looks like. Can you see it? Then remember the width of the beam that we used to cap it previously is 325. So we are going to extrude this morph to 325 size. Type 325. That's done. Then select the color of the material for it. I want to make use of this paint titanium white. Click on it. Click OK. I've done that. So I'm going to move it to this position and to that position using my floor plan. Where did it appear? Look at it here. Now I'll drag it. Shift Ctrl D to take a copy of it. I will pin in the middle. You see? The middle. I didn't pin at this spot, neither at this spot, but the middle, you can see the system is showing me the middle. So I'll pick at this spot and move it to this place. Make sure that I'll be drop it in the middle here. Appear there. Then I will also click here and drag this remaining one from the middle here. Take it towards this side, drop it in the middle of this wall. Then open my 3D and see what it looks like. You can see what it looks like now. So this is the second method of capping the gable end. And you can see I have projection down here. It doesn't mean that with beam you cannot have projection down here. It's just that during the construction of this cap using beam, I started the construction from the edge here. I didn't project downward. So beam can as well, using beam too, you can as well project it downward here or here. So this is the second method of creating a gable end on a roof. Now I want to let you know the advantage of this using morph to cap this gable. Now if you use morph to cap this gable and you are exporting this project to beam, you are exporting it to Beam Server Center. Remember, Beam Server Center is a site and also a community where people from all over the world upload their models. People from engineering, people from different, both artists, both architects. In as much as you can create models, you come to Beam Server Center, register with Beam Server Center and upload your models there. Sometimes some students or some designers go into that Beam Server Center to download materials. So if you are uploading this project to Beam Server Center, the advantage of using morph to cap this is this. When you upload this material to Beam Server Center, it will appear, this gable will appear just like this. There will not be any change on this arm projecting upward or projecting, or this one projecting beyond this level, as in the case of using beam. Like I said previously, if you use beam to cap this project and you are exporting this project to Beam Server Center, once you export it to Beam Server Center, once you convert this to IFC file, because Beam Server Center works with IFC5 format. Once you send this project to Beam Server Center, this arm of Beam will project up a little bit, slightly above this level. And this one will also project up slightly above this level. A kind of something that you will not appreciate. You wouldn't like it using Beam. But in the case of using Morph to cap this, it will remain like this. Just once you upload it to Beam Server, it will remain like this unaltered. So that's the advantage of using Morph to cap this Beam. So with this, you have seen how to trim your wall to achieve a gable end like this. The first one, I used my roof material to do that. The second one, I used solid element operation. But in both cases, remember there is one thing that is common to both cases. That thing that is common to both cases, you must create a layer. That layer that you will hide, with which you will hide that trimmer. Because that roof material with which I trim this gable, I have to hide that roof using creating a layer here to hide it. The same thing applies in the use of solid element operation. In the use of solid element operation, I also have to hide that morph with which I trim this gable end. That is the point I want you to take note of. I know with this you can now see, you have now learned, I am believing that you have now learned how to trim your wall to achieve a gable end like this. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for watching.